Hey there, boys and girls. Today I'm going to be doing the Charge of the Chocobo Battalion. I really like this trial. It's got chocobos in it. They're amazing. One regret that I had with my original clear on this trial was I just used re-raise to push through the thresholds. I didn't try to survive them whatsoever. That's certainly a viable tactic, but with this team we're going to try to survive all of them. And like I said with the Demon Wall video, I want to use Fenrir Edel and Edward Elric in some more content, so we're going to be taking them as our damage dealers. In this one, Fenrir Edel is going to be doing an Imbue and Imperil, and I equipped a wind weapon on Edward Elric to get through this. We need to use no more than 3 items, defeat the Fat Chocobo within 20 turns, and beat it with an Esper. Just like in the Demon Wall, I want to try to take my own damage dealers, make it a little bit more difficult. Let's Tetra over to Edward Elric. Now, if you're doing this and you can get a friend to set you some friend units, it's a lot better. You'll have more access to more bird killer. We're going to be taking Lightning as our magic tank for this one. This is the free Lightning. She's really good. She's got high stats, higher stats than I anticipated her having. And she's got 100% wind resist on. That's very important for your magic tank. Other than that, high hit points, high spirit. Rosa is basically here for her bird killer buff. Mari is here for Mirage. Dr. Aiden is our passive provoke full evade tank. There is some stat breaks later on in this fight, and Dr. Aiden is going to fix that for us, and he's going to give us stat buffs. Adele is going to be our damage unit. Now, she does have really high attack, but she doesn't have a lot in the way of bird killer. So just kind of keep that in mind. I mean, Miramas has got some, Rising Sun has some, but it's nowhere near like the killer cap. Edward Elric, on the other hand, 3,200 attack. Tons of bird killer. He should be just fine. Let's give it a go. One thing that I really like about this Lightning unit is she has a lot of cooldowns that can help her survive. Like turn 1, we're going to use like some personal mitigation and magic cover with her. And then Rose is just going to give us bird killer. And then Kamari is just going to give us Mirage. That's all Rosa and Kamari is going to do for us. Fenrir Edel is going to use her cooldown and Wind Imbue / Imperil. Edward Elric is going to use No Comparison Between Us and Hammer of the Gods. Not a lot for Dr. Aiden to do on the rip of this. We'll have him just give us a stat break protection. That's not going to come into play until later on in the fight. And then I guess a spirit buff for Lightning. Nothing too threatening on turn 1. Turn 2, I want to do a lot of damage to the boss, but I don't want to push a threshold. Because we don't have Lightning's Limit Burst available yet. The thresholds on this fight really do hurt, so you have to pay special attention to them. Got our triple cast ready. Send that off. We'll just repeat with Rosa and Dr. Aiden. And Kamari. Go ahead and pop this Limit Burst off. This Limit Burst does hit, so make sure you don't interrupt your chains with it. We got the Fat Chocobo at 73%, which is nice. As long as it don't go below 70, you're okay. Perfect. Alright, we're going to defend with Lightning, and then Dr. Aiden is going to use his double cast. We're going to jump all the way down here, get a Magus over to Lightning. That's a 10,000 hit point barrier, and then we're going to get a stat buff over. Then we'll just reload our damage dealers, send them off, repeat with Rosa and Kamari. Now I push a 70%, and more than likely I push the 50% right here. If you push multiple thresholds, it just backs them up. You're still going to have to deal with them, so plan accordingly for that. And they also removed the Imperil on the big Chocobo, but put that back up with Fenrir Edel. We'll send that off. Now we have to deal with the second threshold. We'll use this magic mitigation cooldown from Lightning. Stat breaks are going to come into play now. So with Dr. Aiden, we'll heal up, and we'll get stat break protection. Then we'll just repeat with Rosa and Kamari. We got the Fat Chocobo at 23%. We're looking pretty good for a kill next turn. Just always try to pay attention to the hit points of these bosses. Let's reload our damage dealers. Turn 5. Let's get Kamari ready for the kill with Esper. Yeah, we're looking good. Let's send them off. Send Kamari off. Should be a dead boss right here. Very nice, very nice. Oh, perfect. So that was, I think, one more turn than my original clear with double Edward Elric. And I didn't have a lot of killers on Fenrir Edel. So there's just another showcase of how amazing those two units can work together. Obviously, Duke Chainers is the way to go. 2 Fenrir Edel, 2 Edward Elric is really nice for that. But overall, as a pretty clean kill, like I said, there is some RNG because Rosa can proc some extra bird killing. Buffs, she could not, but you've got plenty of turns to do that fight in. No worries whatsoever. Hope you guys liked the video. Have a good rest of the week. Toodaloo.